Today is a momentous occasion as the Canara Chamber of Commerce and Industry will officially launch the KCCI Knowledge Center. As we launch the KCCI Knowledge Center, envision it as a diya, lighting the way for collective enlightenment. May the knowledge shared radiate inspiration, sparking innovation, and guiding our community towards a brighter future. Request the President of KCCI, Shri Anantesh V. Prabhu, to deliver the welcome address.
Chief guest of today's event, the Vice Chancellor of Nitte University, Professor Dr. M.S. Mudithaya, and other esteemed guests in the audience. A very good morning to all of you. Today marks a special occasion, a significant milestone in the journey of the Canara Chamber of Commerce and Industry, a journey that began 83 years ago with a vision to empower enterprises and facilitate the growth of trade and commerce in our region. The founding fathers of this great organization had a mission to see that the resources, the material and the intellectual resources of our region are channelized with the view to ensure the economic prosperity of our region. Thanks to their tireless efforts and the efforts of all the successive leaderships, today our region is slowly emerging as a preferred investment destination. KCCI, as a part of its focus area, decided to develop a dynamic hub of knowledge and expertise that stands as a beacon of enlightenment and acts as a catalyst of economic growth in our region. With this thought in mind, and with the inspiration and support for this coming from the chairman of this focus area, C.A. Nangopal Shanai, we came up with the idea of setting up a KCCI Knowledge Center and a YouTube channel with the view to disseminate business information to the people of our region. And that's the precise reason we all are here today. To inaugurate our KCCI Knowledge Center, it is a privilege that we have with us a visionary, a great personality, Professor Dr. M.S. Mudithaya, the Vice Chancellor of Nitte University. A very warm welcome to you, sir. I request the Chairman of the Knowledge Center Focus Area, C. Nandagopal Shanai, to present a bouquet to him as a token of our gratitude. We also have with us the stalwarts and captains of our industry, trade, bankers, healthcare sector, academicians, hospitality industry, whose vision has contributed to the overall growth of economy of our region. Thank you very much for sparing a precious time and being here with us today. A very warm welcome to the officials from the MSEZ, NMPA, Mangalore International Airport, and the railways. A very warm welcome to the heads of institutions of the various colleges. A very warm welcome to our pillars of support, our past presidents, due to whose constant motivation and encouragement we are here today. A very warm welcome to the chairman of the various subcommittees of KCCI and also to the heads of the affiliated bodies of KCCI. A very warm welcome to the board of directors of KCCI. Due to your inputs and suggestions, the KCCI Knowledge Center has finally taken shape. A very warm welcome to the office bearers of the World Konkani Center. A very warm welcome to the members of the media and to all others present here. Thank you very much.
Shri C.A. Nandagopal Ji Shanai, Chairman of KCCI Knowledge Center Focus Area and Director of KCCI, to brief the audience about the new KCCI Knowledge Center.
It is said that knowledge is power when shared and implemented. So it perfectly applies to the Knowledge Center YouTube channel. We have a lot of knowledge banks, but we need to share it and first of all to implement it. That also in a collective and unified way to resolve the issues faced by our region. Digital reach is happening in a large scale and KCCI should not be an exception to it. In fact, KCCI should reach out. Rather than someone to reach out KCCI, it is our duty to see that we reach out them. In fact, we have a lot of contents available in YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp and all. But our faces from this region are very much limited. So in fact, we have to promote our own people, our own region. The beauty of our region has to be projected across the globe. That is one of the main intent of having this channel. In fact, our region is having ocean of intellectual wealth. So many people, we have so many past presidents, so many office bearers. Definitely they can provide a lot input, especially to our youngsters in coming up in their chosen field. Getting involvement of all the stakeholders, not only the members of KCCI, even the general public also in the furtherance of objects of KCCI is very important. Long back, Jagadguru Basavanna said, Stavara Kaliuntu Jangama Killa. Maybe he is referring, Jangama means digital world. On those days in 12th century, he might have that thought. Today, everything which is immovable is having its own life. Whereas this digital reach is immortal. Someone asked, what is the connect between World Konkani Center and KCCI? I made one small research. 45 out of 58 presidents of Canada Chamber of Commerce in the last 83 years are Konkanis. So, by this we can say there is a Badarayana Sambandha between KCCI and World Konkani Center. Now I request our President Ananteshwi Prabhu with the office bearers to escort our chief guest MS Muditaya to the dais for inauguration of a short video of 30 minutes duration. Please come.
Now, I request Shri Ashwin Pai Marur, Honorary Secretary, KCCI, to introduce the chief guest, Shri Professor Dr. MS Muditaya Sir, Vice Chancellor, NITTE deemed to be University, Mangaluru, to the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce our chief guest for today's program, someone who is known for his academic prowess and his popular face among the academicians. Professor MS Muditaya has taken charge as the Vice Chancellor of NITTE deemed University Mangalore on 1st June 2023. He has served earlier as the Pro Vice Chancellor, Registrar and Director, Global Initiatives of the University. He had also served as the Director of Justice K.S. Hegde Institute of Management NITTE, as the Principal of Dr. N.S.A.M. First Grade College and taught at SDM College of Business Management, Mangalore MGM College Udupi and Mysore University PG Center Davangere. He did his graduation in Commerce and post-graduation in cost accounting from University of Mysore. He got his doctoral degree from Mangalore University and did his postdoctoral studies at University of Pennsylvania, USA. During his academic career spanning over 4 decades, Dr. Muditaya has published several articles in peer-reviewed journals, published 10 books, and completed more than a dozen research projects. Dr. Muditaya has served in the board of many higher education institutions and not-for-profit organizations. He has been visiting professor for universities like University of Pennsylvania, USA, Erasmus University in the Netherlands, Macquarie University, Uganda, National University of Philippines, University of New England, etc. He has traveled widely on teaching, research, and consultancy assignments in India and abroad.
Very good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there was a time when we say, "Where are you from?" Someone asks you, "I am from Mangalore." They would think that that is a spelling mistake. They would think that they would ask you again, "Oh, are you from Bangalore?" Right? I'm quite convinced. Even earlier I was convinced after listening to all these stalwarts who spoke right now that brand Mangalore has become very, very powerful and nobody can ignore that. Ladies and gentlemen, in doing this, the very young and not so young people who are gathered here, and starting from the first president of Canara Chamber of Commerce and Industry, namely Annappa Pai, to the Anantesh Prabhu, everybody has contributed substantially. And thank you on behalf of the Mangaloreans and congratulations to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, you all would agree that over the last especially in the beginning of the new millennium, if you are to identify one important shift that has taken place, a very strong shift, a paradigm shift that we can call in the whole world, is that we have very clearly moved from, undoubtedly, an independent economy kind of an environment to an interdependent kind of global economies, point number one. But more importantly, we have moved to a situation, there is a very clear shift from an agrarian economy to the industrial economy, and industrial to the most important, the knowledge economy. We are living in the knowledge economy today. And therefore, in the knowledge economy, technology is something that you can't you can't afford to ignore. And let me congratulate the Canara Chamber of commerce, and also let me congratulate all those who have thought of the knowledge center for Kendra Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I must say, what a pleasure for someone like me to declare that this center and this YouTube channel is inaugurated. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, it is said that, see, when we are very young, most of us, I already said some of you are not so, we are not so young, but there are many young people here. You may not know this. We have seen bankers going on strike when the computers were being introduced. When 3 or 4 computers were given to the branch and they were told that you have to use the computers, there were big strikes. We have watched them. And we have been sympathizing with them also sometime. Okay? But can the new generation think of a world without computers? Can the new generation think of without the apps? And once you become a little familiar, what the youngsters would do, gone are the days when someone comes to your home, you would ask, would you like to have tea or coffee or water or anything like that? Because you would like to, immediately your, the guest would ask, what is your Wi-Fi password, isn't it? Obviously. So what has happened now? And once you're a little familiar, the next question would be, hey, are you in the Facebook? No, that is my generation. Okay? You would ask, are you on Instagram? Are you on this, that, and so on? And these apps and these, technological innovations are here to stay, and it is for us to leverage. Whether you are a for-profit organization or a not-for-profit organization, whatever may be the nature of activity that you are into, whether you are a university or a pure commercial organization, you will find that if you are to build your brand, it is essential that you need to have a powerful, presence in the Facebook, in Instagram, in YouTube, and WhatsApp, and so on. So it is essential. And therefore, it is but logical that today I understand Nandagopal Shanai and his team, whom I know pretty well, and his team thought of, making such a contribution and strengthening not just brand Mangalore, but brand Kendra Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I know that I have been, though I am an academician, as academicians, what we generally do is, we try to ensure that we preach what you all practice. And therefore, we generally, whether, someone like Giridhar Prabhu, I may not have, day-to-day basis, I may not discuss with him, but we always keep our eyes and ears open as to what they are doing, what's happening in the industry, and how well we can theorize it and take it to the classroom. Obviously, my dear friends, when a professor speaks, it can't be as interesting as someone like Subhay Shetty or someone like, achievers like you speak. Why? Because what you are trying to do is, if I am developing an MBA program, I am trying to ensure that whether I can create a Giridhar Prabhu kind of person by theorizing what many people like Ambani or Adani are doing, theorize it and put it, give it to these youngsters so that they need not take so many years to reach that level. Why? Because life is very short. Right? Life is very short. Can you create a competitive advantage among our youth by theorizing the achievements of the great achievers in the relevant field? And obviously, the theory is like Rasna Essence. I am not giving advertisement to them, no publicity, nothing. Okay? Like Rasna Essence. Can you eat the essence as it is? What you need to do? You need to dilute it, right? Alright? Now that means to say, you need contextualize. Please never say that the academicians and their theories are irrelevant. It's never. Okay? The compulsion of an academician is to theorize the practices and present it in a way and enable the student to contextualize when he is required to practice tomorrow. All right. And that's why we always believe in, even we teachers and professors and the university administrators, we believe in the fact that what Alvin Toffler said in his very interesting book, Future Shock, some of you would have read. He said, the illiterates somewhere in 1970s he wrote, he said, the illiterates of the 21st century are not those who can't read and write, but will be those who can't learn, unlearn, and relearn. Possibly, we may have to add now uplearn also. Right? So, how do we ensure? And I'm very happy that KCCI has always been doing that. I have been, as a student, I've been coming to your library. I know you have changed a lot now. Your lot of, as you reach Anantesh Prabhu's tenure, lot of changes have happened in terms of infrastructure, in terms of your approach, in terms of the knowledge you are trying to create and disseminate. All these things are happening. But what I must tell you is, one small thing that I observed is, the changing with the changes has been something very unique. I remember Raghavendra Rao sometime when I was in the year 1983 or 84 or something like that. He once called me because his son was studying with me. Possibly he must have given good reports, because for instance, for the good reports of the students, I don't give much importance. Because what happens, they are all in very impressionable age. Any teacher you get, you will be impressed with. Possibly his son must have told something to Raghavendra Rao. He called me and he said, see, look here, we are not getting the right quality of clerks even for my members of my chamber of commerce and industry. Can we deliver a 3-month kind of training program wherein we impart the kind of skill sets that my friends are looking out for? Can you do that? Of course, we sat together because I was also quite young at that point of time. And we worked out something. We delivered a program 3 months. I don't know whether it is continuing or how long it continued. I'm not just bothered about that. But I find that every time something new is being thought about outside. Now, that is you have been trying to practice that and trying to make a difference to your members. That is something, that spirit even today holds good, and this is an evidence of that. What is happening today is just an evidence of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about technology. We at universities also, we are discussing on a continuous basis as to, would universities become relevant? There are many disruptive universities coming today. Why should someone come physically to the university campus so as to listen to someone's lecture? And why can't you do it at the comfort of your, your room or something like that at home? Okay. Now, what we are trying to do is, we are trying to figure out what is that part for which he need not come to the campus, and what is that significant part that he has to come, and how do we make ourselves relevant in this changing equation? This is a very important challenge. So, it doesn't mean that the universities are not changing, the academic institutions are not changing, and so on. Otherwise, our own, because just as the concept of market has changed, fish market no more is a place. The definition of a market is not a place. If it is fish market, the definition is not where fish is being sold. Where is being sold? Is it the internet is the market? When you are buying it online, where is the market? Okay. Now, that's affecting every industry, and it is better that we keep your eyes and ears open, and it is better that you tame technology to your advantage and don't hate it. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, I also wish to tell you that there is a saying that, someone, rightly said, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. With the technology, lot of toughness and lot of problems are also coming. I said the other day when an youngster said that, a father was telling about a very young kid. She is so, good in technology. Anything that I want, I can do. I also in private, I told him, yes, our youngsters are today so comfortable with the technology that they are becoming most uncomfortable with the human beings. This is something to be thought about. This is something to be taught about. Okay? Technology can be an enabler, but you depend, Keeping connected is fine. Using connectivity is fine. But what are you doing with that connectivity is a very important thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are stalwarts. Each one of you is an institution in yourself. You impact and influence the lives of so many around you. Please also tell them about the negative impacts of technology that is likely to be. Because it so happened that after an examination, a student comes to the teacher and says, sir, do you know something? I want to tell you something. Hey, what happened? The teachers are always worried about what happened to question paper, whether it is leaked or something of that sort. And she said, sir, my mother was also your student. And he said, okay, that's fine. I mean, you are just telling me that I'm quite old. Then she said, no, sir, the question paper that you gave, what happened to the question paper? She said, sir, the same question paper you had given to my mother also. Then the professor looked into the eyes of the student and said, my dear friend, in life, questions are the same, but answers have to be different. I'm sure we all identify ourselves in the current situation, in the situation in which these teachers are, and you as the leaders of the industry have the responsibility of ensuring that the questions would be the same, but your answers have to be different. In that direction, Nandagopal, Anantesh, and all dear friends, whoever is responsible for this, I congratulate you, and I wish that lot of content that is relevant, that would make a difference to the lives of many of the viewers. It will come from KCCI, and we will be proud of the YouTube channel that you are launching today. Congratulations once again.
President and all office bearers of KCCI and Chairman of KCCI Knowledge Center, Shri Nandagopal Ji Shene, are requested to come on stage.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of KCCI, I would like to thank our chief guest for the day, Dr. Professor M.S. Mudithaya, for accepting our invitation and gracing this event with your presence, sir. Also for your enlightening suggestion as well. Thank you, sir. I would like to express a sincere gratitude to the president of WKC and his trustees and team here at WKC for readily and gladly supporting us in this new endeavor of ours. Thank you, sir.